Yo guys, what's up? So it's a kind of the last day of the March holidays. It's Friday, March 20th right now. And I've been so stressed lately, my entire face is like breaking out. But look at what I've written. So this is basically my plan for the next 3 months. It's my EVA plan to hit 100k months. And so I just want to run through my plan over here since like my head is literally flooding with thoughts right now. And I just pray that I can sleep later as well. So I got a mic too, right? Look at this. Your boy's upgrading, bro. So the goal is to scale 3 offers to 500k months at 15% commission. And we're going to charge like a 5 to 10k upfront fee for that. So these coaches typically are going to be doing about 30 to 50k a month. And the pain points include the basic, right? They have no systems. They are wearing like 12 different hats in the business. They have no tracking at all, right? And they're just fucked basically from like all angles, and they have no time at the same time to fix it. So if we look at the math over here, it will be about 75k per offer that I'm getting in terms of commissions. Where we times three, it's about 225,000. And then setters, closers, they take, 10% and 5% from the setup fee itself. And then this is divided by two, and I'll explain to you why in a minute. So the niche that I'm going for is going to be AI, BizOp, or ecom. Obviously, if it's, it has AI as the unique mechanism, it's going to work the best for us. So that's what we're going to do. Another thing that we can do, and something that I want to do as well, is go for Spanish markets. So bring like very popular winning English offers to the Spanish market, or an offer that is typically male dominated and bring it to the women industry, right? That will work as well. As for the team itself, it's going to be a two-man team. It's going to be me as well as another dude named George. Love this guy. He's an amazing guy. And how this is going to work out is I'm going to be the front end. George is probably going to be the back end. Not so sure yet. Depends on what works the best for the business. And so front end would mean I'll be doing all the copywriting. I'll be doing the creative thinking, and this basically plays into my personality type, which is ENTJ, while George is a ESTJ, and hence he is more he's better basically at the client communication part, right, and just um the fulfillment, the funnel building, all this type of stuff. That's something that I typically don't really like, right? So yeah, that's that. But obviously, we have to learn how to do both as well. And the amazing thing is, I'm in SGT, right? And he is in EST. So we can kind of market it as 24/7 service, which is something that most agencies don't have. And now the big thing that I have to get really good at, because George is really good at this, is getting good at Claude Code. And this is I think, a really important thing that I need to learn. And so, okay, you might be asking, okay, great. Now you have the goal, the niche, and the team. So what are your exact step-by-step process to get to your goal? Well, it's basically I'm going to do like four different things, split it out into four different categories. The first one is content. So obviously I can do outreach, but the thing is right now I have a couple of great testimonials and all of that. But why would someone choose to work with me as compared to other big people within social media itself, right, on Instagram itself? So the only way to really differentiate myself is through content and building a personal brand, which is like um a much bigger thing nowadays. And if you look at the content of some people, I wouldn't say their names, posting online, it's like clear like they don't really know shit. And so I think it's pretty refreshing to have someone that is just delivers pure value, like gives actual good frameworks and shit. And at the same time the content is entertaining to watch, right? So I hope to be that person. Obviously there's a lot I need to learn, and I'm like very willing to learn that, but that's essentially the road I'm gonna take on. And so for Instagram, my strategy is kind of 60% business content, 40% journey, mainly because right now there isn't like huge, amazing, mind blowing case studies. I don't have like Charlie Morgan, 1,000 plus testimonials that I can use to flex on people. And so what I'm going to do is a little Machiavellian in a sense. I'm going to do something like a challenge format, because one thing I can leverage is my age right now and what I'm about to do. And because of my unique circumstance, particularly in the Singapore context itself, like what my teacher said, right, there has been barely anyone. I don't think anyone has done this before, right? Intentionally wanting to drop out. without having like mental issues or family problems and stuff. Especially, you know, when Asian parents are so, especially Singaporean parents are so like conservative and shit. So what I'm going to do on Instagram is I'm going to do something like a challenge format. The challenge I currently have is getting to 100K in 90 days, or like 100K month in 90 days. That's my current thoughts of it. And because I deleted my Instagram account previously, what I'm going to do is re-download Instagram. I'm going to follow a couple of my friends one day before I post, just to create curiosity. And then when I post itself, I'm going to send it to some of my best mates who are probably going to share it or like it. And it's going to appear in my friends' page and stuff. And then once that happens, the algorithm takes over, and then the whole school will know about it in about a week, probably. And that's how I can leverage um basically the fact that I'm in Hwa Chong and about to drop out as a hook for the existing students that are already inside Hwa Chong. And at the same time, I would try my best to stir some controversy because, like, Robert Greene said in 48 Laws of Power, all attention is good. Doesn't matter whether it's good or bad. So I can leverage that anyways. So that's kind of my plan, right? My goal for Instagram is probably get myself to around 10K followers as quickly as possible. And then once I start to ramp up, right, my content is going to start shifting. It's going to shift from more top of funnel content, which is going to be like pure memes, your day in a life, at school, trying to scale to 100K, to more business type. So something like Nick Setting, Suwego, type of stuff. Edits are going to be minimal. I really want to show my authenticity, at the same time me having fun, which hopefully will attract a younger audience as well, or people that are more younger business owners, which are typically, based on my experience, much more fun to work with. But again, older people have much more experience as well, so it kind of really depends. And I'm going to post daily. I'm going to prioritize getting it done over perfection for the first 90 days. So it's just posting. And so because of this, I have to get an editor by, I think, Saturday or Sunday. There's 2 editors right now that edited like my first video that I've scripted already. So I have to go check that out and then get them in full time. Probably about 1.5 to 2K a month. Let's see how it goes. And that's for the Instagram side of things. At the same time, what I'm going to do is start a YouTube channel. So right now I already have 2 YouTube channels, which is my initial business one that I used to post on. It's just like 5 videos on there. And then this one right now, which is the documentation, right, the unscripted channel. And so I'm going to repurpose the first channel to be a really, really valuable, in-depth Miro board, like giving away all value, nothing held back sort of channel, right? Whereby I just pepper people with massive, massive value. Goes to get about one call every, like, I don't know, 300 to 500 views, or maybe even less, right? And obviously it's a compounding thing, right? Content, so that will take some time as well. And then right now I'm just going to be posting a video a week, probably, just to warm my account. And then on my 6th week, once my account is like slightly warmed up and shit, I'm getting like views and stuff, then I'm going to post like a 3 to 5 hour course on exactly how to scale from 30 to 50K a month to 10K days or 500K months, right? And then I'll put that into my Instagram. By that time, I should have transitioned to more business style content, so the leads I'm attracting are slightly different already. And I'm still going to keep this second channel, by the way. So this is more of a long-term play. The reason I want to have this second channel is because if I do pivot to educational-based products in the future, or I do decide to launch a second offer, this channel serves as massive social proof, especially, this video and the other videos I post, right? Where I not only detail all my wins, but also my losses, things that I'm vulnerable about. I also post it over here. So yeah, this channel is basically going to be like mass market type of channel, very top of funnel. And the main purpose of this is to just create that long-term social proof, kind of like Iman, right? The way he documented all his shit, and he's now, I think, a billionaire, or like close to being a billionaire. In terms of learning, I have a lot of learning to do in terms of Claude Code. So being able to write massive amounts of copy with Claude Code, I think, would be my main goal, because I've been experimenting a lot more with Claude right now, and it seems to be producing pretty good copy. You just need to know exactly how to prompt it, and you just need to know like the frameworks and principles to give it right? And you can do a lot more things. You can literally build fucking pages from scratch. You can write, you can analyze your ads, find bottlenecks, all of that. So if I could create like some sort of agent whereby I can manage, just imagine, right? So in terms of the content side, you have to create YouTube videos and Instagram reels. There's like agents for that, and then on the funnel side, there's like agents for that as well. For the ads, there's agents for that as well. And then I'll be that one person operating on all of these different agents to ensure that everything comes together as a whole. I think that would be really, really amazing. And I think that's the way for us to scale pretty rapidly as well, right? As compared to um just agencies before. We can churn out a lot more content right now. And so once I have that base, which I would say is about probably actually like a week or 2 weeks in of posting content. So I should have like 14 reels up and 2 YouTube videos up. I'm gonna start outreaching. And how I'm gonna do this is basically create like a perfect lead checklist. I'm gonna outsource it to a VA for like $3, $3 to $5 an hour. Have him source leads for me and then reward him. Also give him incentives, like if the lead you attract is qualified or whatever, then there's like a bonus on it. And if the lead's not qualified, then we deduct some shit. We can find something to play around. And so it's going to find, us leads from different niches, and then we are just going to outreach purely organically. There's no need for like cold emails or whatever, because we're not trying to, get a large number of clients as well. We're trying to find a very, very small segment that, are like the perfect fit for us. And since our outreach method is this, our sales process is also not going to be very, objection handling, trying to push people over. We're only talking to people that are in what I call it, we're only talking to the in-market demographic. So people that know they have a problem, they're willing to buy, right? They're rich people. And so the way we communicate to them has to be really transparent and just no bullshit, right? And so it's probably gonna be like a 2 call close. We're gonna do like the best practices for showing up, all the confirmation pages. We're not gonna run ads right now, probably just like value dense email sequences, all that stuff. I'm gonna film a YouTube video on that. Actually, that's my first YouTube video I'm gonna film. It's gonna come out like next week, I think. Okay, what else? Mm, yeah, that's kind of it mainly, right? And so, oh yeah, when we outreach to them, we're gonna be using Claude Code to probably send like landing pages and stuff. The way I used to do it is, send like entire YouTube scripts, whatever, and I'll follow up. YouTube scripts, I'll send emails. I remember I used to send like 6 email sequence out of like a 20 email sequence for them to book a call, something like that. But yeah, I think this other strategy I'm going to use though, I think this is like the killer one. This is called, I'm going to call this like the slow outreach. So it's a very, very long sales cycle. But how it works is basically because I'm getting referrals right now, I can work as an employee in a typically huge organization, which is really, really hard to penetrate, right? Especially since they're doing like $1 million months or like at least very, very close to $1 million months. And they have huge, you know, teams within those organizations typically. So what I could do is start as an employee, over deliver for them, right? And then slowly I start to suggest, hey, I think we should really do this. We should really do this. We should really do this. And what the fuck? I just started so much. Over a certain period of time, which is probably about 2 to 3 months, I can slowly take over more stuff and in the end pitch to them, let me just take over your whole marketing for a percentage. So at that point, I should have, enough leverage and I'm actually making them a lot more money while saving them a lot more time. Because there's a lot of inefficiencies inside a huge organization, typically. Right? So that's like the easiest way to close big deals, honestly, without like outreach, since we're in a trust recession and people are just very, very skeptical nowadays. So that's literally my exact plan to hit 100K a month. I'm not sure what challenge format I want to use, honestly, but the volume is just going to be 30 reels a month and 4 YouTube videos a week. George is going to do the same as well. And yeah, man, let's see how this goes. Really, really excited for this. So fucking hard to sleep though. I just wish that there was some like fucking pill that would knock me out right away. I don't want to take melatonin because apparently it's like not good for you. I did some research into that. I'm taking GABA right now. I wish I could like take a pill that like enable me to not sleep, that'd be so OP, man. I'll pay like tens of thousands for that. But yeah, that's basically my plan to hit 100K months. So let's look back on this video in like the next 90 days and then see, where we're at. Cheers. Bye bye.